to yin and yang. This practice will be a combination of active yang yoga and slower, gentle yin yoga. We'll start with a little bit of vinyasa flow to wake up our spine, shoulders, and hips, and some general postural work, nothing crazy, just enough to open the body up and let it move through us, and then we'll settle into stillness. Come to the top of your mat. Have a set of blocks with you, and a trip foam block if you do, and a bolster for later. And then from there, take your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Feel the energy rising from the feet up through the crown of the head. Sighing out your mouth. And let this energy ground you as much as it lifts you up. Slowly open the eyes. Bend a little bit into your knees and inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Take your hands on your shins or your blocks, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the palms down, feet back, plank position. Exhale, lower down, coming to your bellies. Cobra pose, inhale, point your toes back, draw the wrist back. And exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, back to your hands and your knees. Child's pose or downward facing dog. You can stay in child's pose or tabletop for all of the transitions, or down dog as your home base. Inhale, reach your right leg back. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your chest. Inhale back. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. And back. Exhale, right knee to left. And come back. Set the right foot between the palms, lower the left knee down, or keep the left knee up on a block, high lunge. Sit into your right thigh a little bit, push off of your left toes a bit more, and hug your inner thighs together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, keep your lunge as you flow the arms back behind you, leaning forward. Hug your legs together, inhale, gather in and up, reach up overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold, placing the arms back. Inhale, up. Exhale, flow. Once more, bring the arms up overhead. Take the hands behind your heads, bring the elbows wide, lean your head back and lift up through your sternum. Keep your balance of your legs heavy through the hips. One more breath. On your exhale, place your left hand down and wide, reach the right arm up for a bit of an open for a twist. Take your right hip back and left hip forward. Activate through your left fingertips as you lift up to the palm, lift up to the arms. And take your right arm forward, back, and around. 2 more times like that. Reverse direction 3 times. Good, and then from there, place your right palm down and extend your right leg long. Step your left foot in and up for pyramid pose, taking your hands on your blocks. Take your right hip back a bit, left hip forward, and reach your hips away from you as your chest reaches forward, and then start to find length across the spine. Inhale here. Exhale. And then from there, walk your blocks forward, lift off of your left leg, pointing your toes down. Engage into the right leg on all sides, and then start to point your toes back for standing L. And as you exhale, curl the left knee towards the chest and curl. Inhale, send the left leg back. Exhale, round in. And back. Curl in. 2 more. One more. Good. From there, keep your left knee towards your right knee. Start to bring yourself all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Extending the leg and pointing the toes, and lower down. Back to standing, mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, plant the palms down, step back to plank position. Coming forward. Lower down to a little push up. Press up. Lower down. And press up. Once more, lower down. Lower down to your knees and chest. Chin. Point the toes, come back into cobra pose. And this time, tent your fingertips in front of you nice and wide for king, queen, cobra. Lengthen your tailbones back. Point your toes back behind you, left leg up through the sternum. Exhale, lower down, vertebra and rib, vertebra and rib. Tuck the toes, plant your palms, inhale. Exhale, lift up and back, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel that grounding energy through your legs and through your hands, feet and arms. Plucking the shoulders back into their sockets and reaching out in all directions. Inhale, reach your left leg back. Exhale, bring your left knee towards your chest. Inhale, back. Exhale, your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, left knee to right. Left leg back. Hug your knee to your chest. Step that left foot forward, coming high to the back of the right toes. And then if you want, you can go and bring your arms up for high lunge. You can always lower your right knee down. I'm going to offer high lunge for this practice. A little bit more fiery, finding that inner yang energy. The yang considered as the divine masculine energy in the body. Good, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, flow your arms back. Inhale. Exhale. Using the pelvis to tip you forward and backward, engaging the pelvic floor, engaging the transverse abdominis muscles, the TA below the navel and back to the spine. Good, now take the hands behind the head once again. Lift up through your sternum, push away through your toes. Keep your sternum reaching forward and up so you get into that deep extension through the spine, thoracic and cervical spine. One more breath here. On your exhale, place your right hand down and wide and reach your left arm up for your twist. Looking up towards your left thumb if you can, reaching up through your hips as you revolve the torso around and to the left. And then start to take that left arm forward, back, and up a few times, lubricating, circulating through your shoulders. Reversing directions. From there, take your hands down on either side of your left foot. Step your right foot in a little bit for pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Take your hands on your blocks, stabilizing your shoulders down your back. And then push away through the right foot as you extend through the back of the right leg. Breathing into that left hamstring. One more breath. Walk your hands forward. Inhale, lift your right leg back. Gather your shoulders, lifting out through your sternum. As you exhale, bring your right knee towards your chest. Inhale back. Exhale, right knee back in. 3 more. One more. Lean your way back into your left heel. Hug your right knee into your left knee. Look forward, press down through your left leg, and come on up, balancing, bringing the right knee back into the chest. Extend your right leg forward as you point the toes, and lower them down. Take a pause and breathe. Inhale, reach the arms up. Sit your hips back and down into Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift your heels off the mat, balancing on your toes, keeping present in the moment. And sit lower down through your hips and through your sit bones more. Keep looking forward, keeping your gaze strong as you sit back into your hips a little bit more for 3. Lower the sit bones for 2. Keep lowering down. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your palms down. Lengthen your legs back carefully. Heels come down to the floor. Forward fold. Take your peace fingers around your big toes and thumbs underneath your peace fingers for Padangusthasana. Bending into the knees, send your hips back, tip your pelvis forward. And then slide the hands underneath either foot for Padangusthasana. Foot on hands. Bend your knees, roll your elbows back, shoulders together if you can. One more breath. Release the hands in front of you, set the feet back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale, lower down to halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, or child's pose if you need the rest further. Inhale, reach your right leg back. Bend the right knee, stack the right hip on top of the left, a 3-legged dog with your hips stacked. Take a few hip circles going in one direction, massaging around your pelvis, and go the other direction. Bring the right leg back. Exhale your knee to your nose. Inhale back. Exhale your right knee to your right elbow. Maybe find a little tricep push up here. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale your right knee to your left elbow. And come back, breathe in. Exhale, step your right foot to your right thumb and pause. Turn the left toes out on an angle, somewhere, towards the left edge of the mat, but not fully Set in its way. Walk your right foot a little bit wider. And now reach the arms forwards and up for your variation of Virabhadrasana A, Warrior 1. Adjusting accordingly for your skeletal variation. Traditional is 45 degrees with the back foot. Right knee is right over the ankle, but I tend to be more on the side of listening to your own structural body as opposed to what it should look like. How do you want it to feel? Good. From there, breathe in. As you exhale, interlace your hands behind you. Lift your chest up as you breathe in. Exhale, bow to the inside of your right thigh for Humble Warrior. Bow right inside of that right thigh, keeping your shoulders engaged on your back as you reach your arms behind you. Keep pushing and pulling your feet away from one another as if you're trying to tear the mat apart, but also keeping it in one piece. One more breath here. Nice, and then from there, take your right hand inside of your right foot, extend your right leg a bit longer, find your block underneath your right hand, and reach your left arm up and open for triangle position, Trikonasana. You can walk your left foot a little bit more parallel to the back of the mat if that gives you more space. And then from there, extend your left arm up and overhead, reaching towards the front. Turn your chest open to the left, bend more to the right knee if you need to, or lift out through the right leg and out through the right hip, feeling that full stretch in the left foot, out through the left fingertips. One more breath here. Good, and on your exhale, slowly walk the left foot back a bit more, bring the arms up, Warrior 2. Keeping your feet active, push the feet away, pull the heels in, engage the legs on all sides. And then from there, reach the right arm up, inhale into Exalted Warrior. Take your right hand behind your head, open up to the front of the waist and the upper right side of your armpit and rib cage. Inhale, come back into Warrior 2. Take your right elbow to the inside of your right knee and thigh, coming into side angle position, Parsvakonasana, or let the left arm come forward. Have that bend in the right knee and determine how far that right knee can bend without causing pain in the knee. Once you find your balance and you find your strength, roll the shoulders back, open your chest more to the left, continue reaching up through your left fingertips. Look down to the ground, place your hands down on the inside of your right foot, and lower your left knee down, both feet parallel, and then finding lizard position. You can take your chip foam underneath your left knee if you have a chip foam to use, and then we'll be in lizard for a few breaths. Point your left toes once you get your left leg sorted. Turn your right toes out to the edge, heel turning in and forward, right toes turning out and away. And then you can take your right hand on your right thigh and open up your chest a bit to the right. Slowly release the right foot back to neutral. Walk your left knee a bit forward to shorten your stance. Good. From there, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, place the hands down. Lift your left knee off the block, step back, downward facing dog. Take a block off to the side. Inhale, come forward in the high plank. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale to cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg back. Bend your left knee as you stack your left hip on top of your right. Push out in all directions to your fingers and toes, lifting up more through your hips and through your waist. Take a few hip circles of that left thigh in one direction, keeping your gaze down on the mat, and then go the other way. Reach your left leg straight back behind you. Exhale, bring your left knee to your forehead. And bring it back. Bring your left knee to your left elbow, maybe finding a bit of a tricep push-up. And lift back up. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. And back. Bring your left knee to your chest once more. And step the left foot to the left thumb. Then pause. Turn your right toes out, setting up for Warrior One on the left side. Virabhadrasana A. Reach the arms up a little bit more. Sitting more into your left thigh, pushing away through your right leg and foot. Keep that pull into the midline as you engage your glutes and legs. Lace the fingers behind your back as you inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, bow inside of your left thigh. Humble warrior. Continue coming back into that sensation of rooting through the feet, that yin energy into the ground, and that rising yang energy reaching up to your fingers in the crown of your head. Release the hands. Find your block on the inside of your left foot. Extend your left leg a little bit as you reach your right arm forward and up for triangle pose on the second side. Take your right arm across the right ear, finding that nice extended triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale, press down through your legs, come into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana B, repositioning your leg stance to be a bit wider and sitting deeper into that left thigh. Good. Bring your shoulders into alignment as you extend up through your fingertips in all directions. Turn the palms up, reach your left arm up, take your right hand back, and take your left hand behind your head for Exalted Warrior. Come on back, Warrior Two. Come forward into your side angle position. Elbow can come into the left knee and thigh, or it can be on a block. Reach your right arm up and over towards your left. Sit more into that left leg and push back through your right thigh, foot more. Get as long as you can without going out of your skeletal variation and alignment. One more breath. On your exhale, looking down inside of that foot, turn your right toes and lower your right knee down. Coming into lizard pose, taking your block underneath your right knee here. Good. From there, go ahead and start to point your right toes back once you get settled. Really flare up through the right toes and the right quadricep muscles as the left hand now comes to the left thigh. Turn your left toes out at an angle. Push your left heel towards the center of the mat as the left toes turn to the left outer edge of the mat. Lift out through your waist, roll your shoulders back, and lift up a little bit more through your chest and through your thighs. Carefully release the left foot. Take the right toes down instead of the top of the foot. The right toes come tucked now. Take your blocks on either side of the front of your mat, placing your palms down as you walk your left foot in between your hands. From there, lift your right knee off the ground as you step your left leg back to high plank position. Take your block off to the side if you can. Good. From there, come forward into your high plank. And we'll come onto our outer edge of your right foot for side plank. For a breath, inhale. Exhale, place the left hand down. Swivel to the other side, lift up. And then lower down, switch sides once more, lift up the left arm. Lower down. One more time to the right, lift up. And lower down. Coming down to your chaturanga, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, downward facing dog. Feeling the energy, listening to the inner process of the mind and the body. Good, and then from there, come forward onto your hands and your knees. Flip your fingertips of face towards your knees. Coming into a nice release for the wrists. Releasing and breathing and rocking your hands or rocking your hips back and forth towards and away from your wrists. Turn your hands to face forward. And reach your right arm out to the right and up to the ceiling. And exhale, thread your right arm underneath you towards the left, coming up forward and resting your right side of your face on the mat or on a block. Finding a thread the needle for the upper body here, breathe into your right shoulder. Maybe tap the left fingertips in front of you more. Inhale. And exhale. Engage your abdominals, draw your ribs in, and as you place your left hand down flat, press down, reach the right arm up. And lower the right hand down. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, sweep the left arm underneath towards the right. Take the right hand palm flat or fingertips tented, rolling your weight forward and being mindful of your shoulders, mindful of your neck and your spine. Finding the left side. Couple more breaths here. Press down to your right palm. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, place your left hand down towards the ground. Inhale into your cow position. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Walk the knees a little bit behind you as you walk your hands forward. And start to bow your chest down towards the floor. Let your forehead rest on the mat as you come into extended puppy, melting heart, Anahatasana.
Let your forehead be heavy as you breathe in through your nose down your spine. Breathe into your rib cage and into your lungs. Carefully walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Find a very soft rounding, flexing through the spine. And come back to neutral. From there, slide your right knee to the outside of your right wrist and send your left leg out behind you, setting up for pigeon pose. And then walk your forearms down to the mat. Position your legs accordingly so you can keep your hips and low back and your knees safe. And then slide your foam block beneath your right sit bone. And then if you can come down to your palms and rest your forehead on top, arriving there. Noticing the yin energy in the body. And look at the yin energy as the black side of the yin yang symbol, the shadows, the divine feminine. One more breath here. Press up to your forearms and your palms. Take your block off to the side as you lean your weight onto your right side and send your right leg out and then your left leg out. Sitting onto your seat, you'll bring your left foot into your right thigh And then you can take your chip foam block underneath you as well. From here, if you have a strap with you, you're welcome to take your strap around the ball of your right foot and lift your chest up. Exhale, walk yourself down into half butterfly or Jani Trishasana. Take the block that you had before underneath your left knee if you had it, and just start to bow and round over yourself, getting into the back of the right leg. Inhale, very carefully find your way back up. You can use the strap to help bend the knee and pull the foot to the ground. From there, roll over to your hands and your knees, and we'll set up for pigeon position on the left side. Slide your left knee outside of your left wrist. Slide the right top of the foot back to the ground. And your left leg can be more parallel or on any angle to the front of the mat as you lower down to your forearms. Sliding that block beneath your left hip and sit bone area so you can balance out your pelvis more easily. And then stack the palms and rest the forehead on top. And breathe. Inhale, carefully walk yourself back up to your palms. Shift your block off from the left. Roll it onto your left hip and slide the right leg out on an angle in front of you. Good. From there, take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Take your block underneath your sitting bone and place your block underneath your right knee. If you have your strap handy and you'd like to use it, wrap it around the ball of your left foot. Equal hands, equal strap length. And inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, begin to bow your chest towards your left thigh. You can bend the left knee any amount. A couple more breaths here. And slowly press down through your hands or use the strap to help you roll your spine back up to neutral. Release your strap off to the side, sliding off of your chip foam block, and make sure your blocks and your bolsters are within reach. Place your feet down onto the ground and lower your forearms down. As you come down onto your backs, hug your knees into your chests. Feeling what it is in the body as it reaches itself down, reclined. That earth, that grounding energy. From there, cross your right leg over your left leg as if you're going to sit in a chair. Place your left foot on the ground and pick your hips up to the right. As you exhale, let the knees fall over to the left and catch your left hand on your right thigh above your knee. Bring your right arm into a cactus shape, coming into twisted roots. Inhale. Exhale. Let your belly and your navel direct more to the right as your right knee goes more towards the left. Keeping your shoulders on the mat at all times. Breathing in And out. Inhale, press down to your left foot, roll back into the midline, lift your hips back to the center of the mat, and hug your knees in towards your chest, neutralizing your spine. And cross your left leg over your right leg, place your right foot down on the ground, lift your hips up to the left, and start to roll over to the right for your second side of your twist. Placing the right hand on the left knee, up the thigh. And inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. And breathing out. Letting your ribs and your torso, your navel direct towards the left, and your legs direct over towards the right. slowly, gently, and in your own time, inhale back to center. Gently hug the knees in. Slide your hands to your shins below your ankles, flexing your feet and letting them open up towards the ceiling before we settle into Shavasana. Absorbing all the yin and the yang energy that ebb and flow. Then find your bolster if you have one, placing the bolster now underneath the knees and the thighs, giving a bit of support for the legs. And if you have an eye pillow or something to cover the eyes, resting it over top of your eyebrows, off of the eyelids. Take another full breath in. And out. start to come back into your body. Noticing the rise and the fall of the chest, the rib cage. Wiggling the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles. Reaching the arms up above the head, pointing the toes. Big exhale. Bend your knees and place your feet to the floor, removing the eye pillow if you have one on your eyes, and rolling over to your left side in fetal position for a few moments.
No hurry to come up to sit.
Using the least amount of strength with your hands to come up to sit, and finding a block to tip your pelvis forward and give more space for your lower back. And as we honor the yin and the yang and the yin, the way that they transcend into the other. They provide us the balance that we need in our lives to live holy and well-rounded. Bring your hands to meet at heart center, feeling the left and the right, the front and the back, all sides come into neutral. Inhale and exhale. We'll take a sound of an Om to close practice. Bow the chin to meet the fingertips. Thank you for practicing.